Hello and good evening. For All Mankind, Season 4, Episode 1, Glasnost is over, and it has been since 2023. But here in 2025 on Live Long and Podcast, we're just getting started. Our mission to watch every episode of For All Mankind continues. And this one dropped exactly 2 years ago today. And I'm a little amazed by the cosmic timing. The year is 2003. And the world of For All Mankind has changed, but the stakes are higher than ever. From Martian mining disasters and Soviet exile to panic attacks in mission control and a reluctant oil worker headed for the Red Planet, we're here to break it all down. Now, here's the guy who watched Ed Baldwin lose to a broken tether. Danielle returned to command and Margot get ghosted in Star City and still wonder if Molly was right about the Selfish Prick Club changing the world. I'm your host, Dave Mader, and we got a top-tier panel here to break it all down. Coming in first, she's watching Danielle step back into leadership, Ed tremble through the grief, and Jimmy Stevens go to prison for the worst wig in the history of television. Style meets steel. It's Heather Narduzzi.
Hello from wintry Russia.
Yes. It's just welcome, Heather. Stay warm there in Russia. It's always cold, clear, at least on this show. Although they promised that spring might be on the way. Coming in here next, grounded in Ottawa and definitely not defecting to the USSR, he reads the Martian terrain like a chessboard, calm, tactical, and already tracking the asteroid fallout and the quiet war behind the curtain. It's Adam Woodward.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Adam. Welcome. Glad to have you with us. Also back with us once again, he's our technologist who doesn't blink at spacewalks, orbital mechanics, or Martian logistics. But when Margot's exile turns into Soviet stagnation, he's not rerouting the fix. He's questioning the whole mission architecture. It's Jody Simpson.
Well, hello, Dave. You know what? I'm very excited tonight, Dave. You know why?
What's that?
I have the trifecta of Maders here today.
I know it's very
exciting.
It's a rare thing, especially on the internet.
It's like a brain trust or something. It's great.
That's like getting the last stone to your Infinity Gauntlet.
Exactly.
With
now I have nothing but incredible Mater power.
Well, okay. Well, first let's introduce the regular Mater. He's tracking the echoes of NASA's reinvention and Margot's vanishing act. But when Daniel Stern shows up in For All Mankind, he's just not thinking of Home Alone. He's thinking alternate timelines, missed elections, and what might have been if Al Gore had taken the oath instead of George Bush. And when it comes to Danny Stevens, he doesn't see exile. He sees a slow motion tragedy. It's Jeff Mader.
I think he's still a wet bandit. What do you think?
Daniel Stern?
Yeah.
The wet
He's a
bandit.
CEO. He's a different kind of wet bandit.
No, we're
Okay, so that was Daniel Stern then.
Oh, yeah, Daniel Stern's on the show.
Okay, I was like, God, he looks a lot like him.
Is he Harry or Marv? I always forget.
He's Marv.
He's Marv.
Or no, maybe he's Harry.
He's Harry. What are you doing, Harry?
Yeah, no, Harry.
No, so he's Marv. Then he's Marv.
He's Marv.
Okay,
He's Marv.
Yeah.
He says Harry a lot.
He says Harry a lot, but he's not Harry. Okay,
No,
and it's
Harry.
coming in here, the trifecta of the Mader brothers. It's only his second time on Live Long and Podcast, but he's already leveling up. A video game aficionado with a tactical eye and a deep love for Trek and sci-fi. He champions shows like The Expanse for the gritty realism and moral complexity. Whether it's asteroid physics or Martian politics, he's here to play through the chaos and analyze the end game. It's Richard Mader.
Hi, everybody. This episode inspired me, even though because it's an alternate reality, we're still putting elderly people in positions of mass power, and that's interesting, isn't
True
it?
to life.
Yeah,
True to life.
God, I've seen that before.
Some people age on the show faster than others, it seems like. You know, some of these people who have been here since season 1, I'm like Danielle in particular. I'm like, okay.
They put some gray in her hair tonight.
Yeah, they gave her 2 little sides of gray.
Yeah, but they're also saying like Jada Pinkett Smith is going to play her in the movie. And I'm like, really? Like with Clint Eastwood as Ed?
Just
that was
Jada
when they were
Pinkett,
younger.
Will Smith.
I'm not sure. Well, it was when they were in Mars. It was specifically, like 8 years earlier.
Yeah, she didn't marry Will Smith because Tupac didn't die, probably.
Okay. Well, just our last panelist here tonight. I think he's got his technical issues worked out. Has he? Or is he back? I don't know.
Which one are we talking about?
Mr. Kevin.
No. It looks like he's still having some issues.
Well, we're hoping to have Kevin Millard, our spiritual compass, with us. Once skeptical of the North Korean
Apparently
twist.
doesn't know the way.
Not quietly. Yeah, this is the way. He stood with Danielle and Ed on exiling Danny, believing trust once broken demands consequence. He's weighing the cost of mercy against the burden of command, but I don't know. He doesn't have the technical prowess here. Okay, well, hopefully we're going to have Kevin, come in here. I see someone.
We're so used to Adam not being the one.
I know. I'm like, Adam's always the one with technical issues. But yes, okay, so
It's true.
this is the 31st episode overall of For All Mankind that aired, as I mentioned, exactly 2 years ago today, November 10th, 2023. Written by the creators of the show, Matt Wolpert and Ben Nadivi, and directed by Craig Zisk. And there's a few things coming up here. So yeah, we've had this time jump to 2003. We see Margot has been living in Soviet Union, promised a role in space, but she's kind of being held at arm's length. We got a latest trauma. She's struggling with her panic attacks from all the bombing. At the end of season 3, we have a new character, Miles Dale, is played by Toby Kebbell. He's coming into the show now. He's now becoming a main cast member, an unemployed oil worker who joins up for the Mars mission. We got Danielle coming back. She was apparently retired, and now she's unretired. So I guess we missed the retirement. But she's been recruited by Daniel Stern, who's he's the new Margot, basically, and he's running NASA there in Houston, and he gets Danielle to agree to go back to Mars. And Ed Baldwin, getting people killed still. So true to form for Ed. Gets Cootsie. We barely knew you. We were just starting to like you, Cootsie, and now you're gone. So let's talk to the panel about what they thought of the episode. Let's start with Rich, since he's the first time coming in here. Do you know I'm in a dart? I didn't know you were in a dart league, Sam, but glad to know that. So, thank you.
Well, I would say there's a few things, because right at the beginning of the episodes, they start going through this montage of what's kind of happened in time between seasons, right? And President Wilson was there, and I guess she's kind of essentially like a de facto Ronald Reagan, right?
Of sorts, yeah.
Of sorts, and of course she's gay, so that becomes a big issue, I think, at the end of last season. And now you're telling me that, I mean, that's such a hot button issue. I love how it was just like, and now everybody's cool with it.
Well, I was like, a part of me was like, people came around very quickly on her coming out there and everything else. And I guess she dumped Vice President Bragg, and she traded him in for George H.W. Bush, who much more progressive.
Is that a trade up or a trade down?
Can I ask a question, since you just brought him up?
Sure.
In looking back, I kind of miss him compared to the Trump days.
Well, sure. Like, I guess,
I miss his
low bar, but
yeah, it's a very low bar.
Yeah, I guess like any traditional politician. I like Bob Dole even over Trump or anything. Right?
Bob Dole was never president.
Well, he ran.
Yeah, but we did get Norm Macdonald's impression of him for many years, which was a gift.
It was a gift.
That's true.
Wonder who did the Ellen Wilson impression on SNL in this timeline. I would say Sherry Berry.
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey? No, she wouldn't be around yet. So, maybe she's alive. But.
But so then you keep going through all of these things that are happening. Obviously, they talk a lot about the pop culture, and as you mentioned, there's like the Survivor, the reality TV thing. But you also see that the Soviet economy is booming.
Yes,
it's essentially China, in analog in this timeline. Like they're kind of rivals to the United States, but of course they're partnering with the United States. So it's a little bit more akin to a healthy partnership, similar to, I would say, probably like Europe, America in this timeline.
Yeah, and it's like fossil fuels have largely been phased out now for clean energy.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia is kind of in turmoil because nobody really cares to protect them anymore, and all those things are kind of happening too. Of course, then you cut to. I'm not sure how far we want to go here, or if everybody else wants to weigh in on that intro side of things. But of course, then you cut to Baldwin, and they're working on that asteroid. who's 72. And I'm like, dude, you're in one of the most high pressure, situations in the solar system, because I guess on Earth doesn't cut it anymore. And of course he's got medical issues.
Considering he spent so much time on the moon and Mars, his bones are basically
bones are noodles.
Yeah, he can't even go back to Earth really at this point. He's so weak that he can't handle the true Earth gravity anymore. But Kelly sure wants him to come home and see if he's Poppy, he's the granddad, and Alexi's mother there, not too impressed with Ed Baldwin in this episode.
And Olga.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody who's named Olga is never impressed with anything ever.
No, it's not a name that usually goes around. So yeah. And I guess a couple other things too. Like we see that 9/11 doesn't happen in this timeline either. So like the Trade Center doesn't go down. The Iraq War doesn't happen. I guess
The world is a safer place.
So Al Gore won.
It's Al Gore won. In that 2000 election.
And oil is less important.
Now, that was even the harder part, more even than the America accepting this gay president right away and reelecting her, was even more like, does anyone give a damn about Al Gore? Not like, because Al Gore's nomination was largely fueled by him being vice president to Bill Clinton for 8 years, and in this timeline he wasn't. He was just a senator from Tennessee, right? So he would have ran with Bill Clinton against Ellen back then, presumably, as he did, but he lost, right? So you don't
know that though.
We don't know that for sure. We don't know who.
We do know that Al Gore had charisma and personality, and I think he could have got the nomination.
We know that.
And he invented the internet.
Well, yeah. Like, have you
the Simpsons episode?
Yeah.
Or he played Celebrate
Good Times. I will.
Yeah. Sir, somebody just bought your book.
Sure, somebody just bought your book.
Yeah, I never thought of Al Gore as a charismatic character, but everyone's got their own take, I guess. I
loved him on Futurama.
Yeah. Okay, well, so Rich, glad to have you with us. I guess Kevin still has not been able to get in here. I see like Doozy is in
It's me.
Oh, it's you.
It's me on my other computer because I didn't log in on this one, and I'm just monitoring the chat.
I got you.
Dan will do it properly next time. Don't worry.
Well, Heather, maybe we'll segue to you next. Heather, what did you? How did you like this episode, and how the beginning of season 4 kicking off?
I mean, it's not the strongest start. It's cool to see where everybody is, but does anybody care about Miles? I don't.
Oh, well, he's being introduced.
Yeah, maybe I'll care about him later, but
I feel bad. I feel bad for him.
You feel bad for him? Yeah,
well, he represents normal America, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes, I understand symbolism, Rich. I just don't care for the character.
Well, and not just Miles, but we see a couple of the other crew members on the Ranger who are dealing with the asteroid. They're not astronauts in the way we've been thinking of it. They're just working for Helios. They're just normal.
They're miners.
They're miners, yeah. They're just they're signed up, and they're just here for the money. They're not here for space exploration per se. Or
I love that. Hold on, I'll be quiet.
No. I was just gonna say I love that documentary about the miners that went and blew up that asteroid that one time.
The
moon miners.
You can't train a bunch of
Yes.
miners, a bunch of drillers to be astronauts.
Well, yeah. Bruce Willis was almost.
They don't know shit about drilling. Yeah. I love the Ben Affleck line about that. How hard could it be? You point the drill at the ground and you turn it on. Come on.
I mean, there were a lot of things to like about this episode. All the space sequences were super cool, and I loved seeing Margot in Russia and what's going on with her, and Aleda and her terrible wig having PTSD. So I just felt it was not maybe the strongest start to the season since we've been watching the show, but I'm eager to see what's coming up next. Even though I did watch it already, I forgot. But I'm going to tell you, it might be cold and wintry Russia, but it's really hot in my house. So I'm over this now.
All right. Well, spring's coming.
I was going to start a poll and see how long it was going to take for you to take that thing off.
Too hot.
Yeah, well, and the cast has changed here, Heather. We of course we lost Karen at the end of the season. Who else
Zip
did
it,
we lose?
Jody.
Did we lose anyone else? Oh, and Danny's gone now. Danny's not part of the season.
Yes.
Like he's dead. But how?
But how?
Yeah. So more to be revealed there with Danny. Let's go over to Adam. Adam, how are you feeling about the premiere of season 4?
Was this a premiere?
Yes.
It was not a premiere to me.
No?
It didn't feel like a premiere. There was nothing that exciting about it. I like the beginning sequence was great. You had, as Heather said, some amazing space shots and just sequencing. And actually, I didn't even mind the Ed scene, even though I was disappointed to see Ed back in that role. Like he is a senior. Didn't he have bad hips? Maybe they're keeping them there, keep the pressure off. I don't know.
He's injecting into both butt cheeks now. So
yeah,
trying to keep it.
But then this, it went down. What's the guy, Tyler? I know I'm not going to enjoy this, guys. I just know it.
The whole season? Are you writing up the whole season right now?
No. Just this Tyler thing.
The oil rigger guy?
You mean Miles? It's gonna take up 10 minutes of an episode. Miles, whatever. And then the other, I don't even, his name is that memorable to me. And then finally, I really wanted Margot to die in that bombing, and she's still around. And again, she's doing nothing. So why have her?
It takes time.
No, it doesn't.
She's been waiting 8 years for the Soviets to give her something to do.
Already with Margot, she had her peak, and she's done.
She's learned Russian.
So what? They're pushing her aside. She's got nothing to do.
Well,
get rid of her. And she's 70.
Maybe she goes and works for the Russian space.
She is working for them.
Right. It's interesting.
Kinda.
No, it's not. She's not doing anything. She's not doing anything.
Well, give it time.
Let's see episode to episode what happens. How many episodes, Adam, did we watch of Elena doing nothing?
That's what I'm saying. Miles is the new Elena.
They've got too many of these little storylines that do nothing, and you could bring them in later.
If you could say that at episode 10.
I do.
You don't know what's going to happen.
No, like once we get to the end of the season, he's saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've had 3 episode 10 so far, and
Evil Adam.
Yes. Season 2 broke Adam. He was all excited with season 1, and then season 2 broke him, and he's been salty Adam ever since. And a lot of us are here for it. A lot of us are fans.
I love salty Adam.
Well, Jeff, are you here for this season? Are you here for this episode? What's up?
I like a lot of the themes they're doing. They might not be sexy, but I like them because I think they're relatable. Because like Rich said with Miles's character, he's a representation of like the average person in our world and how they would relate to the important characters, which are the Baldwins and the Stevens and all those people. I actually kind of like his character because he's relatable to me. Like he's just a worker.
He's the everyman. He's the common guy,
Yeah, but could he be hotter though?
Could be hotter.
I would care more if he were hotter.
Toby Kebbell's not a bad looking guy.
Well, he's no Brad Pitt, I guess, or whoever.
Well, they couldn't get Brad Pitt. They couldn't meet his.
He's no Jonathan Frakes.
Thank you. Much better.
I mean, if you put Jonathan Frakes in there right now.
Karen's dead, so she was a major hotness component on the show. Jody.
What? I heard something.
Anyway, carry on.
Okay, well, and go ahead, Jeff.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, like a lot of the themes that are going on, that they're setting up. However, this episode is, and I'm glad it's over with, but it was infuriating to see what they were doing, trying to capture this asteroid with this pulley system that seemed destined to fail from the beginning. I'm like, this is the first time I watched it. I'm like, this is going to fail. And I was like, it might take an episode or 2. Nope. Took 10 minutes.
Right away.
And,
it's pretty ambitious what they try here, to move this thing.
Move a celestial object? Yeah.
And put it into Mars orbit, and hopefully it doesn't crash into the planet and create like, I don't know, like a boom or something. And
Some would say ambitious, others would say reckless. I would go with the reckless way of just they got a bunch of people killed. Why? What is and again, this all comes down to money.
It all comes down to money.
But the funny thing was in that episode, they wanted to go outside because of bonus. They got to get the bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the point is what that asteroid has is probably, I think it's iridium is what it has, which is extremely rare on Earth but abundant in asteroids, and so they're trying to get it obviously closer to Mars so that they can mine it. Because Daniel Stern talks about this when he's trying to get Daniel Poole to go up, because he's basically saying if we don't make money, we're screwed. We have to shut it all down. So it really creates an interesting dynamic. I mean, it's an interesting dynamic because it's happening on Mars, but it's the dynamic that has existed on Earth forever, which is just how economies work and how they function and how people in society react to just business and all of these issues that are now occurring on another planet in the solar system. And how does that all play out? Because you're so reliant on Earth still.
Yeah, and I guess the other thing too is just from the space exploration theme of the show, we went to the moon and then we went to Mars, and I guess the asteroid belt is kind of like the next logical thing to go to in terms of, I guess unless you're going to go to Jupiter, I guess would be the other option.
The moons,
or the moons of Jupiter or Saturn. But I think the asteroid belt makes sense too, because I think that it would be practical to try to mine those asteroids if possible. For resources, like you said, resources not just for money, but also to be used, I guess, in their ships and whatever, to go further out potentially. I'm making it up a little bit, but remember last season, Kelly Baldwin, what she really cared about was finding life on Mars. Wasn't that interesting? It was more Star Trek-y. It was more like exploring. Now it's just straight capitalism. And that's what this season is setting up.
Out.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Daniel Stern is here. He turned Chrysler around with his into EVs or something, and that's his whole thing.
He's a fanboy for NASA. The whole episode, he's just like hooting and hollering about.
I'm just so happy to be here. I'm like, why are you here? Like, what qualifies you for this? I know you ran Chrysler, but that doesn't seem like you would necessarily be the best choice to run NASA.
I feel like he's based off Robert McNamara a little bit.
No, he's Lee Iacocca.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Lee Iacocca, who was
he turned Chrysler around.
Yeah.
Who's that? Okay, did he run NASA?
No, he ran Chrysler.
Oh, okay.
He's probably an amalgam of all those people, where he's just because I think what Jeff's trying to say is he's somebody from private industry brought into obviously McNamara was brought to the Defense Department.
Yeah, and McNamara ran Ford.
Yeah, and ran Ford. Yeah.
Yeah.
But sure.
Looks like Kevin's not going to make it, guys. He's at him today, so we'll go over to Jody before we head into screenshots. I know it's a little bit of an extra long intro here tonight, but Jody, your thoughts.
So this thing has everything that I expected out of the season premiere of this show. It has a wire trying to kill somebody. Mm-hmm. Which is
cables
a very common theme for this.
Very dangerous.
I'm not even sure why they have cables anymore. They gotta find a better way.
They're basically death traps.
Yeah, they literally are. They try to kill everybody in the first episode. I also learned that I care even less about Margot now than I did before.
Thank you.
And I also learned that this is not really that great of an episode. I felt it was really boring and slow.
What about Kuzi?
Other than the montage at the beginning, I think that was the most exciting part of this whole episode.
Yes.
Well, we'll get into that in a second. What about Kuzi dying? Did you tear up?
No.
Oh.
No, nobody knows who he is.
Well,
I thought they did a good job with that the grand sequence of him going to the asteroid and them doing that, because it is like they lifted it up and this is a big deal. As much as whatever, it's a rock.
That big rock in space.
That was good. The first 5 minutes or even 10 minutes was good.
Everything before the opening credits, I think, was fantastic.
All right. Well, let's jump into it. We have a lot to go through in the time jump, like we do on the first episode of every season with this show. So let's get into it. We see here that, as we mentioned, Wilson ran again in 1996 with now George H.W. Bush as her running mate instead of.
This is how you know this is totally fiction, because she won a second term.
And was Bush not Reagan's VP when he was president the
Yes.
first time? Right? He must have had a different VP, right? We know she also mentioned last season that Bush was her Secretary of State in her first term. So she's upgraded him here. Whatever happened to Governor Bragg?
I'm surprised he would take that role, to be quite honest.
Yeah, a little.
Because VPs are nothing burgers.
Especially at this point in his life, he would have been significantly older than he was when he was VP in our timeline.
Would have made more sense if it was George W. Bush or Cheney. That would have made more sense.
The other thing that wouldn't have happened is like they're both from Texas.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the other thing here. Like, so she was impeached, right? Like, and so was it the Democrats who saved her? And then somehow
we don't know if she was impeached.
We don't know if she was for sure either, but it
I think they missed an opportunity here. I mean, I know it's like just a montage, but I think it would have made more sense had she flipped to the Democratic Party and then won as a Democrat. That would have been cool.
That would have been interesting.
Because I'm sorry, she's not going to win as a Republican after.
No, but you need to take a step back though, Jeff, and understand that since the 60s. Everything's flipped on its head, right? Like, so kind of all bets are off in terms of like what you consider a traditional Republican. Lincoln was a Republican, but like Lincoln is more akin to a Democrat today. So it's like things could have shifted.
It could, you're right. It could,
I guess like. And maybe the cultural progress happened just a little bit faster in this timeline. So by the 90s, it's more like it would be like in the 2010s in our timeline.
Yeah.
Possible.
I just think it would have been cool had she flipped. And then
I just like the fact that the only time I had to see Ellen was during this.
Apparently she ran against Governor Jerry Brown of California in this as well. So that's who she took down along here with George H.W. Bush. I wonder if George W. Bush became governor of Texas in this timeline as well. But we also see that now there are it's called the M7, and it's like 7 nations that are like in this space alliance now. It's the U.S., it's the Soviet Union, but it's also Japan, India,
North Korea.
And I don't know
who the last one is.
I don't know who the other 2 flags, the N flags.
The one on
it's India.
Second from the right is Italy, is it not?
No, it's India.
No, that's India. Who is the one on the far right and the far left?
I can't tell.
I don't know. Maybe it's different countries. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see if we can figure that out in fun facts. But anyway, so there's like now a treaty about expanding the Mars colony. But there's more job loss because the fossil fuel industry went away. Apparently there was a lot of lawsuits against Exxon and Helios and Shell and all kinds of other companies about the jobs. So they've shifted those people that would have worked on oil rigs in our timeline or whatever, they're going to work on the moon instead for helium-3.
So the one on the left is the Coalition for Communist Countries for Spaceflight, and the one on the far right is the European Space Agency.
Oh, okay.
Which Canada would fall under, technically.
No.
What do you mean?
We're not in the European Space Agency.
I think we are. Look it up.
I thought we did.
I'll leave that one to Adam.
I thought we covered this in season 2. I thought they were.
Canada has CSA, but
it doesn't do much on it. I think we are part of ESA. We're not part of NASA.
I'll confirm it.
Yeah.
We are.
Anyway, things that are the same in this timeline. Jerry Maguire was still made, but this is after Dev made his Jerry Maguire pitch at the end of season 3 to his staff.
That was the inspiration.
That was the inspiration here for the Show Me the Money, Jerry Maguire.
All right, sorry guys, you're right. We're the only non-European country in the European Space Agency.
Cool. I'm glad. I'm happy about that. So anyway,
we had that in season 2 because they had all the flags, all the ESA and Canada was in it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
we see here. Yeah, like
now, when Kasparov played Deep Blue, did Deep Blue win or did Kasparov win in our reality? Kasparov won, right?
Machine best man, it says.
Yeah, but in our reality, did Kasparov win or did Deep Blue actually win?
Deep Blue one.
I don't know. You'd have to look that one up too. I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up.
I got it.
Okay.
And okay. Well, meanwhile,
And
hold on, Dave. I'm trying to. I'm not a machine here.
Interesting question.
Go ahead.
Do you still call the first lady if she's the president's wife?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so first match,
Because-
the machine won.
Pardon?
You wouldn't be the first lady. The president would be the first lady.
No.
No, the president's the president.
No, I understand that, but the president would be, because she's a woman, would be the first lady of the United States.
No, oh, right. True. Well,
So maybe you're the second lady.
You're the second lady.
But then what does the VP's wife get called? Like
The third lady.
Questions.
The third lady.
Third lady.
Yeah.
The third wheel.
Is it still Barbara Bush in this timeline? I guess
It would be Barbara Bush. Yeah. Barbara
Yeah.
Bush, the third wheel. Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so
Okay, coming back to the chess game.
yes.
In the first game, Kasparov won, but the second match, Kasparov won, and then Deep Blue won decisively in just 19 moves.
He's like, I figured you out, Kasparov.
So yeah, it's an AI. It learned.
This American AI bullshit. Okay, so then we have so we see Ellen getting sworn in again. Now she's with Pam. Like I don't know what Larry's gone, I guess. So he's nowhere to be.
he's
seen.
back under his
business.
rock.
Hmm?
He's back under his rock.
They should have
He's
just
back under his
showed him.
rock.
Showed him in like Guantanamo or something. Like
He should have just been like,
Guantanamo.
he's
No, he's somewhere with a man and being out and happy because the president's gay now. Everybody be gay.
They probably charged him with hair crimes.
It's cool.
just like Jimmy Stevens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jimmy Stevens got hair crimes
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, do you see Tyson has a Chairman Mao tattoo?
Oh yeah, he does.
That's true to life. I mean,
Is that real?
Tyson likes the communist dictators.
Oh,
I don't think he has a Chairman Mao tattoo.
No, he doesn't have a Chairman Mao tattoo. But
well, it's a new timeline.
I can't look up everything.
did he still bite the ear?
Well, it's,
Yeah,
see that
because
here.
it does say in the we don't have it on the screen, but it did say that happened.
Okay. He's a madman. A crazed Mike Tyson disgraces himself and his sport. So that still happened. Helio CEO announced his new engine. So Karen didn't become the new CEO because she's dead. So that other guy who was like Dev's partner, he must have come back and become the new CEO.
He does have a tattoo of Chairman Mao.
Oh, that's real. That's that.
So now it only takes them a month to get to Mars.
Yeah, they don't have to wait for the Mars window, which because the engine power is so strong. So even if Mars and Earth are on different sides of the sun, they can apparently still get there within a good amount of time, which is handy.
But do they have the technology to be able to spin around the Earth fast enough to make time change?
I don't think so.
Not
So we see that we get the recount of when those Mars astronauts finally came home. There was 9 of them, including the Korean guy. Danny Stevens not included in this group because Danny died on Mars, but we don't get all that. So they all came home after 18 months there. North Korea had a big old party for their
This
for
doesn't
Lee.
look green screen at all.
Yeah. The North Koreans are very happy about their place in the space program. I don't know. And so Lee is a national hero now for the Koreans. Good thing those the Americans brought him home because it was clear that he was not getting back to Earth on his own merits. Michael Jordan was a member of the Seattle Mariners in this timeline, Jeff, for some reason, instead of the Chicago
I guess
Bull.
the
White Sox?
gambling debts were real high. He had to go play in Seattle.
But you look at this, you got Randy Johnson there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sparked by a dominant pitching performance from Randy Johnson and a 3-run homer by Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan was a crappy baseball
Michael
player,
Jordan
wasn't he?
would be lucky if he got a hit. I mean, lucky.
They won the
his
American
record
League
wasn't very
West
good.
division title 3 years with a hard-fought 4-3 victory over the Anaheim Angels before a raucous crowd of 52,000 at the Kingdom.
Mark McGuire, who recorded his I can't say that for you.
It's always like when you're watching this in like in the episode, it goes on by so fast. But here, when we're dissecting it, like like what the hell's going on in this timeline? All right. Anyway, so the Mariners and got Michael Jordan. They have a new hotel on the moon by Hilton. Maybe Paris.
That means the breakfast is still gonna suck.
Mm-hmm. It's
Well,
continental.
if you tap it, it goes flying across the room. It's probably the most awkward place to go.
We get a little bit here about what happened with the bombers from the JSC.
That is the worst rendition of him ever. His forehead's way bigger than that.
His hair looks great.
He looks way too good for this in this artistry and dramatization here. We see Jim. We're told that Jimmy made some kind of a plea deal to testify against the other two bombers, which includes this guy. I've heard his name, but everyone survived that bombing except for like the guy who hit the cell phone to blow it up.
That guy looks like loose cannon James Cameron.
Bender Cameron. Yeah.
And we also see Sunny was also, she lived, I guess. She didn't die in the bombing either. So she got convicted. She looks sad at her trial there. So I wonder what happened with them. They're gonna be in jail for a while. Then the solar system's untapped resource. Payne telescope to identify and map asteroids. Yeah, so we'll get to the asteroids and stuff like that. Ellen got a 6th season.
Oh God.
Oh, this is the worst possible scenario we could have.
This is not good.
That
I mean,
was
3
terrible.
seasons at best. 6 seasons.
I watched the
Not
first
many
few
seasons
seasons of
that
Ellen.
It wasn't that good.
Yeah, it's all right. Anyway, okay, this one, like the whole Bill and Hillary of it all, that they broke up here in 1998 for divorce. I don't know if an ex-governor of Alabama or Arkansas, rather, an ex-governor of Arkansas is going to make the front cover of Time magazine, but maybe I'm wrong, because he didn't become president. He was a former presidential candidate, I guess. Anyway, so that's on the cover here. Ellen Wilson signs the Marriage Inclusion Act. So gay marriage is legal in America much earlier than it was in our timeline. She's holding up the signature. So, it's a much more progressive timeline.
So she got reelected and then she did this?
Right. But
now we know this isn't true.
Takes time, man. Laws take time.
She actually followed through on what she ran on. I don't know.
Yeah, no, this is
crazy.
That's
this
right.
is total fiction.
Yeah.
All right.
We see, of course, that Lexi and Kelly had their baby. The Mars baby, as he's known. I think he has a name. He turned 3 here, so kind of world famous celebrity. We said Clint Eastwood and Jada Pinkett were playing Ed and Danielle, respectively, in the Race to Mars movie that they made.
I'm pretty sure that Clint Eastwood probably wouldn't work with her.
Is Clint Eastwood too old to play Ed? I don't know.
Not in
No,
1996.
he's too young.
Too young.
He would have been 60 something, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a building boom on the Red Planet. Tech fuels expansion on Mars base. Woodstock still happened in 1999.
And it still sucked.
And it was still a disaster. Everything burned.
Everything burned, and everyone thought it sucked. And it was too expensive. But Harvey Weinstein went down much earlier. Here he goes down around the time of the late 90s. Well before he produced a lot of other movies.
Still made Shakespeare in Love, so that's a tragedy.
And Pulp Fiction, which is a good thing.
Well, Pulp Fiction was in '94, so that would have still happened. But what about Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Didn't make the article there, Dave. I don't know.
Didn't make the article. We see this plane that goes to the moon now. It's like a passenger plane to go to that Hilton.
We couldn't even keep Concords in service. I don't think this is going to happen.
Looks pretty cool. Stanley Kubrick died. I think that's true to our timeline too,
Yep,
right?
died in 99, yep.
Yeah,
99
is when he died.
Anyway, then we get to see this Eli Hobson character. This is Daniel Stern's character, the guy who ran Chrysler. He was the one who got the United States really into electric vehicles, shifted away from the fossil fuel stuff. And I guess that's why he got to be in Al Gore's cabinet. We see JFK Jr. didn't die in the plane crash in Martha's Vineyard, and he's running for the Senate in this timeline. So watch out for JFK Jr.
Look at that other headline: Moon workers strike goes into second week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the workers unite here against the capitalists. Was this Yankees win the ALCS over Red Sox? Will play the Braves in the World Series in '99.
That didn't happen.
I don't think.
I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. I don't.
Oh yeah, it definitely didn't happen because the Braves aren't in the American League. Oh yeah.
Well,
they play the Braves in the World Series.
Yankees and Braves.
Oh.
You should look up 1990 World Series. It was.
I don't think the Red Sox were in the LCS in '99, but I could be wrong.
I don't know what this headline's about. It's in German, so I'm
it's about a computer in the International Raumfahrt Syndrome.
Ah,
Raumfahrt Syndrome.
They're talking about how Windows ME was terrible.
Get Bill Gates in here. You told us Windows 98 would be better.
Well, you can see on the monitors they have the blue screen of death, but that's the NT boot screen of death, so it'd be Windows 2000.
We see a lot of jobs, as we mentioned. This will kind of lead into the Miles storyline. People apply to work on Mars today. We need people.
Uncle Sam is now just an astronaut.
Yeah, he's just like, join up, apply now, and protect your country on Mars.
You know what this reminded me of is like the old posters that were in like England and France and Ireland. Go to the New World, get land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Do you like getting killed by cables in space?
Or even Blade Runner, you know? Go off world.
It's the new Oregon Trail.
Yeah. Make sure you don't die of dysentery.
Yeah, exactly. They still made Castaway. That's great. Tom Hanks talking to Wilson.
Is it though?
Oh, do you think it was still called Wilson because of the?
Oh, the president's Wilson. So I don't know. It might be confusing, but there's still this presumably the Wilson Sporting good line as well, who make volleyballs. Anyway, Dev makes a quick appearance here. He's not in the episode, but he is still a member of the cast in season 4. So we'll see more Dev. He started his own robotics company after Helios pushed him out.
Well, I can't wait to see what robots go nasty now.
Yeah. We got Al Gore, who ran against George H.W. Bush in the 2000 election instead of George W. Bush, and managed to actually defeat him 273 to 264 in the Electoral College. Who won Florida?
What happened in Florida?
Oh, yeah. Al Gore won Florida in this timeline.
Well, you have to. You have to win Florida.
Right.
No hanging Chads controversy in this timeline.
Yes, apparently not.
It was still in the 2000 election, Gore v. Bush.
It's still Gore Bush, but just different Gore Bush. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Al Gore won, so good for him and Tipper. And they're heading to the White House.
Do you think they had him win because he sits on the board of Apple?
Probably. Yeah. Will you want to be on our show? Eldon Wilson got married to Pam. They lived happily ever after. I don't know. I guess this is after she left office, so they got married. So
living in sin.
Yeah, that surprised me a little bit, but maybe it took a while to get the divorce done.
They were already living in sin, according to the base.
Yeah. Former president marries Pam Horton in private ceremony. So good for them.
Yep.
I don't think we see Ellen outside of this montage in this episode.
No, it's great.
They're living in some ranch in South Texas. So cool. And what else is going on? John Lennon's playing the Super Bowl.
Okay.
This guy would suck.
Absolutely not.
I thought it was Tom Petty. I'm like, what is this?
It does look like Tom Petty.
John Lennon would not play the Super Bowl.
Paul McCartney did.
Yeah, they're different.
Yeah.
Maybe he had to change of heart after not getting shot in the back of the head.
John Lennon did like football though, because I have seen clips of John Lennon where he went to games in New York and watched football, and he was very into it. So he might have done it for that reason, but no, the commercial. I agree with you. The commercial side of it, yeah, probably not. He wasn't that.
Maybe he had some gambling debt.
Right. Maybe he did.
Anything can happen. It's a whole new timeline.
He's got a lot of alimony payments to Yoko Ono.
Right.
There's a lot of little Lennon Onos running around.
Well, it's probably going to be a shitty one because he's probably got massive hearing loss at this point. From being around Yoko.
The reality TV thing, that's kind of what the 2000s, I guess, was for in some ways. The Osbournes are shown. We also know that there's a reality show on the moon called Moon Miners that's very popular. Moon Miners.
I bet Moon Miners is so trashy. I would watch it.
I mean, that kind of sounds almost like a gay porno to me.
This
I would watch that too.
I'm here to drill, baby.
I'm drilling right to the core.
Right to the core.
But we also have Survivor. That was still the phenomenon of, again in this timeline.
And we're still living with that.
Oh yes, Survivor logo. What WTF, Sam? Exactly. Well, Survivor makes an appearance here in For All Mankind. Team Sophie. Wait, are you Team Soph or Team Sophie? I need to know. Anyway, so we see, Russia, as Rich mentioned, has going through an economic boom. Gorbachev transforming the Soviet economy. Got Louis Vuitton now, so whole new era here for the Soviet Union. They got nice cars, Bentleys.
Okay, anybody who buys a Bentley in that color needs to be shot immediately.
There's no counting for taste.
How dare you? In Soviet Russia, color picks you.
Yes. You take what's good for the proletariat. Then we see that USSR's got doing very well.
Look how small China's is.
Yeah, like they're not booming in the same way they did in our timeline.
like half of them. Canada. Look at us. We're doing well.
Yeah. We're behind Italy.
Yeah, but Italy has a lot more people.
No, that's actually
Italy has
close.
not more people than us. I don't think we have more than them, but anyway, but
Oh, sorry, they're all here. No, I don't know. Checking.
pretty sure we have more.
Italy has more. Italy has 58 million people.
No, they don't, do they?
59 million.
What? I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I stand corrected. Thank you, Dave.
Who knew there were that many Italians? Okay, go on. Mac Russian is here, so that's cool.
You're doing well when there's McDonald's.
Yeah.
I want the McBorscht, please.
I mean, Margot could go for that. You see Gorbachev and Al Gore are chumming it up. They're having a great old time. He said, "We're not enemies anymore. We're like partners, and we're like working together, and it's all good. And there's no Cold War anymore." So they're working on rockets together. They're working on bases, and that transitions us out of the sequence. And now we're on Mars. We're seeing what's happened to Happy Valley. We got all these nations here with their flags flying. We see that the Happy Valley base is much bigger than when we left it at the end of season 3, and we see all these different astronauts are here from the 7 nations that we talked about, or the 7 groups. One of them being the ESA, and this base is run by this other American guy who he won't last long. He's gonna get replaced by Danielle in this episode because he'll get blamed for this catastrophe that happens.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. Anyway, so we catch up here with Ed, who is not doing great.
Old AF.
Old AF, exactly. He's on a ship called the Ranger here with a Soviet co-pilot. And we're also told that he's the XO of the Martian base under that other guy we just saw. So despite being
they don't let him go home; they just let him stay there.
But he kind of assigned himself to this mission, as the XO as well. That's also what we're told.
Would you want to go home to Kelly?
Well, that's what Kelly would like. Come home, Poppy, and come see the kid. But we see Kutzi's here. Kuznetsov, he's on the Ranger, and he's looking at the most beautiful thing he's ever seen.
Yep, and that won't last long.
Yeah, he's looking at it, and it's a big old rock. And
I don't want to miss a thing.
He doesn't want to. Did Aerosmith still make that song? Yeah, that's a good question.
It was about the moon.
We head over here to Mars Mission Control. The new, what's not no longer the Johnson Space Center is now the Molly Cobb Space Center, and we can see that the Mission Control has got quite a bit of a revamp here, looking a little more futuristic. And Daniel Stern is here in the person giving a speech to the room about
he just looks so happy to be there.
He's so happy, man.
He's like, I got a contract to actually act again.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That was a minute in City Slickers.
But does he have Margot's job, or does he have the Thomas Paine job? That's what I'm a little unclear about here.
Margot had the Thomas Paine job.
Go back one.
Margot had the Thomas Paine job. Oh,
go back one. because his badge.
But I think
maybe
it's
two.
just Margot was more of a.
There's his
was
badge.
obviously
Enhance the badge, Dave.
Enhance.
An internal
Enhance.
internal
Enhance.
candidate.
Oh well, that ain't enhancing.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think he's the Margot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's the Margot.
It's
all
nice
right,
to have
well-
somebody in that role that actually smiles.
Now we see that like the mission control person, like the head of like mission control, it's not Aleda, it's this other woman who's running it. Leda is over on the thrust station here, so she's not
So-
quite.
Once they
Didn't
saw her
Margot
wig,
hand it
they're
over
like,
to her?
we can't do this.
I'm sorry.
Didn't I got the impression that she was going to be the new flight director after, but maybe
Yeah, me
she
too.
fell apart.
She's got PTSD.
She's a bit of a wild card though.
Yeah, I'm not
And
sure
I think-
you'd want her.
I think after the bombing, she's not the last 8 years have not necessarily been great for Aleda with the trauma. So we see here, this other woman whose name I don't know, she's running mission control as they're planning to get Kuznetsov to land on this asteroid, and then they're gonna attach all these cables to it. And
I did like how they showed us the delay in the video footage. Did you see that? It actually tells you what the delay is.
yeah, because
7 minutes, 23 seconds.
Right. So like mission control is not giving them instructions in real time. That's coming more from Mars. But we see Kuznetsov, he flies over here in his suit. He's got a new spacesuit that's been built by Helios. They also mention, and he's gets to be the first human being to touch an asteroid. And it's kind of a nice joyous moment. I liked it. Everyone's clapping, everyone's happy. Come on, even the Russians are happy.
All this was fine. This was the good part of the episode.
This is where I was looking for Margot, by the way.
Yeah, she's not here. Anyway, and Kuznetsov, we see it. Like I love this like transition.
I don't think she's going to be on the asteroid.
He lands here, and then he like stands up, and he's like on top of the whole asteroid, conquering the asteroid. It's kind of
Nice
cool
shot.
visual.
Very
Yeah.
cool
Yeah.
shot. Yeah.
And that's our cold open for the episode.
And this is when it goes downhill.
Um,
Okay,
yeah.
so we're just hitting the credits, and we're
I know. I know. Anyway, okay. So Margot wakes up in Moscow. She's got her Soviet alarm
So
clock.
this is actually kind of every season has started with her with a wake up.
It always starts with her waking up.
Yeah. So we can't kill her because every season needs to have her waking up.
We
somewhere.
can kill her. We don't need it.
She wakes up in heaven.
This takes
reading
5
It's
minutes. We don't need this.
an AI.
He's reading Dreamcatcher
Ghost.
Yeah,
Yep,
she's
by
reading
Stephen King.
Dreamcatcher by Stephen King. We see her getting ready here in the morning. She's still got the pencil toothbrush going on, even though she's not. She must be bored to hell, like so much right now that she doesn't have her tooth is aching. Maybe the dental care in the Soviet Union not the best. Anyway, she's making her tea here. They always every time we go to Russia, they want to emphasize to us that it sucks. And you're not going to like it there. Maybe you'll have a bonsai tree if you're lucky.
Yeah. It's cold. Everyone's miserable.
Everyone's miserable. It's not nice. Surveillance. We get her getting dressed here, and she got the hot water bottle to put in her coat because it's so cold. I guess coming from Houston, she would not be used to it.
And like
Yeah.
the color palette of the Russian is always grays and burgundies everywhere. Great. You'll see those colors over and over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch-
yeah.
She comes out of her apartment, I guess, and like there's always like somebody kind of keeping an eye on her. Some KGB guy presumably. So she's always going there, but she makes her way through Moscow. Where I don't know. Maybe where they shot this, but it wasn't probably as wintry as they probably wished it was.
Right.
Because they're got her going around here. She goes to a bakery, and the guy's nice to her and gives her like an extra biscuit or something. We see she's speaking Russian now.
We
With a
hear her
southern accent.
speaking Southern American accented Russian.
Oh yeah, like she must stand
Which
out
is
like a sore
really
thumb.
good.
But she heads over to this newspaper stand, and she buys a newspaper. They're talking about Gorbachev and taxes and rising prices. The marked one, he thinks
The marked one is referring to Gorbachev
the marked one is Gorbachev
because of his birthmark, right?
Thinks he's a Westerner. He's trying to make us all capitalists here. focus more on issues at home. And she buys some Russian paper here, right? But then like it seems like it's in English later on. Like I don't know.
I think she buys multiple papers.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she buys 2.
One more paper to sell now, she says. And Artem, the newspaper guy. They have a little exchange here. Anyway, not that important. She sits down on a park bench here and she starts eating her thing she got at the bakery. We see Kuznetsov, first man to land on an asteroid. Anyway, so that's with Margot. Let's go. What's going on with Margot? Then we go to Baton Rouge, Louisiana,
Yeah,
and
I'm
we
so
meet.
glad they gave me that. I need to know.
We got Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We got the new character Miles, is played by Toby Kebbell.
Sorry to interrupt, but can you go back?
Mhm.
Is that actually what Louisiana's license plate looks like?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I've never. It looks like California, so I thought I was. Okay.
Yeah, this got a bit of a California vibe there.
And this is what Louisiana looks like. Isn't it depressing?
Right.
It's basically Russia with
It's
American
nice
cars.
to-
Right. American Russia.
It's American Russia, yeah. Anyway, so Toby Kebbell's character, we see here that one of his daughters not happy to see him. The younger daughter is more happy to see him.
Okay,
He's-
can you go back one?
Yeah.
This drove me nuts when I saw this scene, and I don't know if it bugged anybody else. Why is this fish mounted so fucking close to the floor? Why?
This is
So
what
give
you're
me the shot.
This girl is sitting. I presume she's around what, 12, maybe 10, somewhere around there.
about that, yeah.
And she's sitting down, and it's like just going above her head. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. No,
No parent would put that.
You've never been to
You've
Louisiana.
never been to Louisiana.
Yeah.
Never
No.
hear them cook?
Right.
That's how they do it with fish.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're getting to know this character. We're seeing that, one daughter is not too happy to see the older daughter, not too happy to see him. His estranged wife, I guess, like they're separated. He's.
Oh my
she's
God,
not
there's
necessarily
2 fishes. I didn't know.
Well, that's why it's low, Jody. There's a
Oh,
fish in there.
that's why it's low.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Yeah,
of fish.
you got to put it in low because
That's still not.
There's probably another one above that one.
The
There's
other
probably 3.
fish, it brings the room together, and that's why the fin is going past the wall because it's nice and centered. You see,
The fish really tie the room together.
No.
they don't have
right
plants;
now.
they have fish.
It's no rug.
Yeah, it's how you decorate in the 2003. Anyway, so he's here for his nice dress shirt or whatever. It's in like the box in the garage. So he's got to go get it here. The wife
But they
wants
got
to
no
see him-
Walmarts or something. He can't just go buy a shirt.
Nope, he's
He's
got no
broke.
money. He's broke. His wife here wants him to sign divorce papers, she's looking to move things along. He's like, I told you I'd look at them. I didn't tell you I'd sign them, he says. But then he starts telling her about he might be going to the moon and get his chance to go work with his old friend from the oil rig up in the moon. So she does help him find the shirt.
She's like, "Oh, you're going to the moon? Great.
If you're going to the
Problem solved.
moon, here's the shirt." And once he's like, "Want to work on the moon? Here's my pamphlet." So she can't believe it. And then once he puts the shirt on, she goes, "You can't go to the job interview with all those wrinkles. I need to iron those out for you. So let's get you cleaned up."
Well, at least she's nice.
So it's an interesting dynamic here.
No, it's more like you're not going to get to go to the moon if you have those wrinkles on your shirt. So let me
let me get it. Yeah. But then
No,
later
she
on,
is nice though.
later on, she says she doesn't want him to be gone for that long and whatever. So I'm
Yeah.
their relationship seems complicated.
They're still fuck buddies though.
Are they?
Yeah, because later on,
They kiss.
oh,
No.
there was more than
No,
kissing
they
going on
don't.
there, bud.
Spooning leads to forking, Dave.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, well then we head over to the Stevens household. Oh shoot, I lost my poppy. Poppy for a poppy. Oh, I
Uh-oh.
just put that together. That Ed is Poppy. Okay. Anyway, because what's Danny Stevens' daughter's name? This one. Anyway, it's her 9th birthday. Danny never even met her, right? She was born like when Danny was headed to Mars. We see Danielle's got the birthday cake. Everyone here. Amber's here as well. And Danny nowhere to be seen. So we're getting this idea. Oh, where's Danny? We know
I want
Jimmy's
to know who that dude in the background is. Go back one. Look at him. He doesn't seem like he should be there.
He's like, I'm here for the cake. I was told there'd be cake at this party.
He looks like a hitman or something.
He just looks like he's the coolest dad for the kid.
He's happy to be there. That's for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so we see Amber and Danielle have a quick exchange here, talking about, she's like, I miss Danny, but it gets easier every year.
Well, not having Danny around would probably make things a lot easier.
Well, she liked Danny,
loved
Danny. Well, she didn't. I don't know how much Amber knows about what happened with him.
Didn't seem like it.
I don't think she knows anything.
Right. Oh, I guess he did meet the baby before he went to Mars. So she's at least a little bit older there. So she wasn't. Anyway, so Danielle's
move on.
Danielle's sad about what's going on with Danny. We'll come back to that in a future episode. We go back to the Ranger, and we go back to Ed, who's now got a video mail here from Kelly, who she has a whole bedroom ready for him at her house. Welcome home, Poppy. Can't wait for you to come home. Her son, his grandson, very excited. We can see Alexi's mother, Niet. She's not too happy to be on part of this video thing. And Kelly's like, you need to come home so Alexi's mother can go home to Russia and not stay here with me.
What's stopping her from going anyway?
I don't know. I guess without Karen or without a husband or whatever, maybe Kelly needs the help. And she's hoping Ed will fill that role instead. Ed, we also see Ed hand shake here. He's got a lot of trembles.
I thought it was just really good pot.
80.
I'm sorry?
He's like 80 here.
72, yeah. So
I just thought it was really good pot.
He's much younger than the last two presidents of the United States. So,
but he's like 1990s 72. So that's like 102 today.
It's true. He's like early 2000s 72.
What's interesting to me is like the Americans' fascination or inability to let old guys go and let young people run things. You got old presidents, aside from Obama and Kennedy.
Yeah.
And then, but I mean, even here, Ed's no business being here. And it's a private company. There's no way they let him up here.
I agree. I think that's ridiculous.
I think it's a cost-saving measure. I think what ended up happening, they're like, we're not going to send him home. We're just gonna leave him there.
Yeah. Well, if we get to season 5, which I think is coming out at some point, like, is he still?
He's still going to be there. He's going to be 100.
There, but he'll be a civilian, and he'll be like
he's going to be Mr. Wayland in like Covenant.
They've designed the technology for Ed to stay alive until he's 130.
Yeah, he'll just be a cybernetic man.
He'll have an exoskeleton and they're just running around.
Anyway, so we see this whole sequence here where the asteroid has had this like rig attached to it, and they're attaching like these cables, and they're
once I saw the cables, I'm like, someone's gonna die.
Yeah, like what can go wrong with this system? But like it's kind of cool what they're trying to do here, like to move this asteroid with the ship. So we see the different crew members here, Helios and NASA, working away to put like these spikes here into the.
So let me ask you this: what's easier, pushing an object in space or pulling it?
I would say pulling. That would be my thought. But
I think there's no difference.
There is no difference.
Yeah. So why would you go through this?
I would say tractor, like having it behind you, is more of a risk.
Yeah,
well, they do push this. They are trying to push.
Have you ever tried to back up a trailer, Dave?
Not recently.
It's not the easiest thing in the world, but you know what's easy? Pushing a trailer.
Well, they do push. They are pushing here, though.
They aren't pushing.
Pulling often provides better balance and stability compared to pushing.
That asteroid's wobbling.
They're pushing it.
They're pushing it.
I don't think they're pushing it.
Yes, they are.
I got the impression they were pulling it.
No,
because the engines came on. They're pushing.
They're pushing because the engines are behind them, right? So they're
right.
But like, so this thing that like, I don't know what the cables are really for though, because
I just think for stability, maybe.
But yeah, clearly that doesn't work out for them. Anyway, so they're planning to get this thing moving on. We go over back to Houston where Aleda is running numbers here. She sees her son is up in the gallery, like looking at his phone, not paying attention.
Yeah, he cares about her as much as I do.
being a little shit, she says. That's what she said to you, Jody. Jody's being a little shit on this, not giving me my credit.
That's happening many times in my life.
She has an exchange here with Daniel Stern.
She's like, weren't you in Home Alone? And he's like, yeah, best paycheck I ever got.
Sticky bandits, huh? Anyway, so I'm trying to remember what they talked about here. Other than we get to know him a little bit more, I guess. Anyone remember?
They're sizing each other up.
She basically asked him his history, and he kind of asked her the same thing. And
right, I don't really remember much about it.
I already like his character, so I know he's gonna die soon.
Anyway, so we go back to the asteroid, and then pushing the asteroid. You see here the thrust is behind the thing.
Oh, okay, you're right.
They're pushing it. And the plan was to push it into Mars orbit. So we see Ed's at the helm here, and they're pushing this thing along, and it's going along, and they're going to make their bonuses. Everything seems to be great, but we see, there's a little bit of wobble in those cables, and things are about to go awry.
I'm surprised this isn't called the Wayland Corporation.
Yeah, you would probably just want to do this whole operation as slow as possible. We then go to Helios Human Resources, where Miles has now showed up for his interview with a freshly ironed shirt. And we see there's lots of people here. A lot of people are applying. He thinks he's here for kind of like a job interview, but it's kind of like a
job fair.
Casting
job fair. Yeah, like a big recruitment thing. It's like you're applying to Best Buy or something, right?
I like how he doesn't even get through his whole sentence, and the receptionist is just like, fill this out.
Yeah. She's like, we don't care who you are. Just
reminds me of the walk-in.
Yeah. We see that he can't even find a chair here in the waiting room. It's so busy. So he just leans against a wall.
Well, neither can the other people that are standing too.
And then he's filling out the application, and he gets to the part that deals with education, which
is his last name Dale?
Yeah, Miles Dale.
Oh, okay.
And so he's like, I don't have like post-secondary. What am I going to do? So he looks down at this other woman's application that says Louisiana State University, and so this gives him the idea to say he went to Florida State. That's what he writes down on his application. And
I love how her skills are Microsoft Word.
Is that what it says?
Word, Excel,
intermediate PowerPoint, intermediate Excel, and advanced Microsoft Word.
Girl, I don't know how good that is for working on Mars or the moon, but it's good. But anyway,
God help us if Microsoft is in charge of the systems. That's all I have to say. They must be running Linux up on the moon and whatnot. They got to be.
This guy who from Human Resources who interviews Miles. He's like, well, your friend recommends you, and we'd love to get you in there. You have that rig experience, working on the moon. And Miles is like, oh man, I really need this job, and I'd love to do it. And he's like, great, but you can't go for like a year, or maybe it's longer.
2 years. I think.
2 years, right? But then he starts grilling him about Florida State University that he wrote on his application, and he's like, "What dorm were you in?" He's like, "What dorm was I not in?" And
I was a man whore.
Yeah, I was around. He fakes his way through the interview convincingly.
My favorite was the interview where he's like, "Weren't we all?
Weren't we all everywhere?"
That guy wasn't.
Yeah,
for sure.
You never know. He could be one of these guys that just runs around planting seed in all the different dorm rooms, like hallways.
Some employers will
planting his seed.
I'll tell you when you're older.
Yeah,
I'll tell you when you're older.
Anyway, so he can't get him up there for 2 years, so he's really disappointed, and he's like, he can't wait 2 years for this job, so he's about to leave, and then the guy goes, well, I could get you on a crew to Mars much sooner, but nobody wants. Usually, a lot of people don't want to go for like that 2 year tour. It's a much longer time commitment. But I don't think Miles.
He's like, they added me to the cast. Sign me up.
Send me to Mars. Let's go.
I just realized the parallel here. I mentioned it earlier, but calling it a tour. This is basically just replaced the military.
Yeah.
This is what this is.
But they're not killing people, so that's better.
Well, that is. It is.
Yeah,
but he's doing it kind of sort of half by accident.
If there's a cable near you, you never know.
Yeah, watch out for cables. He's like, I just want to know will there be cables on Mars? Because I don't think I should go. He's like, there will be. Just watch out. So Miles is like, maybe I could go to Mars. Like, hey, like someone offered me a chance to go to Mars. I might go. Anyway, so then we go back to the Ranger that's pushing the asteroid, and they start to detect. I think here eventually, the cable starts going haywire. One of the 16 cables or whatever they have going on, and they detect it as a wobble at first. It starts off as a minor problem, but then it starts to get worse as more of the cable anchors start to come out and start to cause like this instability in what they're trying to do. And potentially this is the point where you need to abort, but they don't right away. Because
Gandalf is like, Ed is like, oh, something's going on.
Yes. Tell me, hobbits, where is the good ganja at? Okay.
The Sean Connery version.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, so things are going bad with this whole rig. Second by second, there's the cable there on the left is going bad.
Who would have thought pushing an asteroid would be such a hard task?
Could be problematic and require troubleshooting. So, are we at the point here where you're like, they're like, hey, we're having some issues. Kuznetsov wants to go out there and try to secure the cables, and the commander.
So once again, like, here's another. Like, why the hell is he here? You got the guy on the planet who's directing this, and says, "Shut it down."
Right, which is the right call.
Ed, we're going to send people out.
Well, Kuznetsov's like, no, I need to go out there, and Ed, being his friend, is like, well, that's risky, but what choice do we have? Kuzi,
you listen to the boss and shut it down.
Yeah,
you abort.
Why does everybody ignore the wires? I think that's the bigger issue here.
They're telling him, no, you can't go, and but sorry, he doesn't speak English anymore.
He's like, I'm a hero.
Yes, I cannot understand.
I go.
And then this other guy, what's his name? Parker just is like, oh man, I'm not gonna get my bonus unless we get this asteroid into orbit. So I'll come with you. And this other woman, Massey, she'll be a character for the whole season. So you want to make note of her. But she says, what are you doing, man? And he's like, hey man, I'm not gonna get paid unless we figure this out. So I'm going out there. And she's like, we're not trained for this. We're not trained for like this risky stuff. But he's got to go anyway. So Kuznetsov and Parker go out there. They're tethered to this thing, and like, man, like you can always tell right away this is going to go bad. It's so unstable. The thing is shaking crazy.
Well, let's just go through the checklist. Are they in space? Check. Is there wires? Check. Okay, yeah, it's going to go bad.
Right, and there's a lot of moving parts, and there's a lot of stresses and different things. And then we see Kuznetsov gets his leg pinned all of a sudden. Under like the moving metal.
Yeah, I was hoping for like a clear cut. That would have been awesome.
Well, he would just would have died of decompression almost right away. But don't worry, there's somebody here for the job. As the whole rig comes apart at one point, and
the spirit of Danny lives.
Yeah, Kuznetsov tries to warn Parker, but this thing's coming right at him from the back. And
I did like how he died though.
Yeah, it impales him through the back. We hardly knew you, Parker, but
rough way to go.
It's a rough way.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think getting steamrolled by the other ship in the last season was a little worse.
Oh, there's been worse deaths than this.
Yeah,
that's true.
On this show,
but it's still not good.
Not good. Wouldn't choose it.
Yeah, Parker is gone. He says so. They know he's already gone, and so Kuznetsov is trapped though. He can't get his leg out. And
would have been cool if the blood was purple like the Klingons. That would have been cool.
But he's an American.
I know, but it still would have been cool.
Klingon American.
We see that the whole rig, it's not just the one wire, it's like the whole thing is coming apart, and this whole thing is gone.
So bad. Did they not have something that breaks it away at this point? Like there's got to be something that says, okay, time to disconnect.
Well, they can, but the problem is that Kuznetsov is now trapped on
no, that's
the other
not
side.
A problem for me.
Well, it ends up not being a problem.
You
for
die.
either.
I would care.
Because Kuznetsov's like, you got to cut me loose. I'm trapped. I can't get out of here. And
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the one, Dave.
And Ed knows that. This is not his first rodeo, but
he's watched Star Trek.
He's watched Star Trek, and he's gone. He's been trained to be a commander. But yeah, we see here that it was also set up earlier by Parker that they don't have a ton of air in their tanks either, in their suits, so they don't. It's not like they could just leave him here indefinitely, or even for like an hour or two and come back and get him. He's not going to last that long.
I don't think any space agency would write oxygen that way. Because they did OB and then the 2 is still big. I'm not sure they would have did that.
Maybe, yeah. O2. Anyway, so they need to get out of here. Kuznetsov, there's a goodbye, my friend, and goodbye, Kuzi. But ultimately, Ed will end up pressing the button and pushing him off here. And that will be the end of him. As he says, bye. Girl, bye. And Ed's crying. It's an emotional moment. I was getting more attached to Kuzi. Now he's gone. As they break away, and he's left there just to kind of suffocate to death, attached to this asteroid. Maybe he found a way to survive, but probably not. Anyway.
Maybe he found a way to survive.
Maybe he held his breath for a long time, but I don't think so.
He found air on.
Like
the
he brought
asteroid.
orange slices and gave him power ups. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, he's the first man not just to walk on an asteroid. He'll be the first man to die on an asteroid.
No, Parker.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, beat him to it.
He's the second man to die on an asteroid. So he's like, I can't be first at anything.
They missed a great opportunity though to play that Aerosmith song.
Not gonna miss a thing.
Yeah.
There. So then back in Mission Control, we see Aleda's PTSD kicking up here. She's ordered to do something or check something, and she's frozen. She's seeing all these alerts come up on her screen, kind of not totally dissimilar to what Danny was doing last season when he was.
Well, there's a 7-minute delay. There's nothing she's gonna do about this anyway.
Yeah, it's already happened, but yeah. But anyway, they want her to do things, and she's just she tenses up here, and she has to. They're trying to talk to her. I think is that the guy that Molly Cobb saved at the end of the last episode?
It might be. Yeah.
Anyway, so she's having flashes of the bombing from 8 years earlier. Everything's kind of fuzzy, the sound is all broken up, and so
if she's got an extreme case of this, which clearly anybody in that situation could, why is she given this position? She shouldn't be anywhere near this position. She should be retired at this point.
Because she's learned from the best. They don't take accountability for themselves.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She just
that wig is something though, Heather.
It's too much.
Okay, where is it here? Okay, yeah. Anyway, so she walks out of Mission Control here, not talking to anybody, kind of just freezing. We saw a little bit of this at the end of last season when she knew that the FBI were now involved in the Margot investigation, and she was having a bit of a panic attack there. But this is more extreme. So I think that's. No, we come back to Aleda again in this episode. We'll see her again. But back to the birthday party for Danny's daughter. They're doing easy bake oven. You just add
nothing wrong with an easy bake oven.
No, of course not.
I had one when I was a kid. I'm not ashamed
that
of
tracks.
Yeah. So anyway,
just so you know, we can't see either one of us below here. Rich.
Anyway, so Danielle is then summoned here by her husband, basically saying, "You better see what's on TV." And her the news anchor here is breaking the story that her old friend Kuznetsov has died. I like how Parker doesn't even get named. He's just Kuznetsov, the Russian hero, and some
other guy,
and
right.
one other
a nameless human being dead.
That's crap.
That is so true though. That is how it works.
That
in
is
news.
exactly how this works.
And that's that's one of the big themes of the season is that like people like Miles and that Massey, and Parker are like doing a lot of the grunt work, but they're getting none of the accolades, right? So,
so you mean real life then? Okay,
right. Yeah. So that's a big theme of the
Some
season.
things don't change, Dave.
Yes. Yeah. This episode does set the tone for the season. Really, this is the theme. It's the people who get all the accolades versus the people who don't. It's rich people versus workers. That's what we're setting up here.
Yeah. More exactly, right? And so they're eulogizing in here. Then back in Moscow, we got Margot. She's on the phone. She's trying to call up the Roscosmos. She wants to help.
What the hell is she gonna do?
She wants to be there. She wants to be in the action.
She's just a
so again,
bitch. That's
stupid storyline.
Yeah, this is dumb.
She wants to talk to the director, but they don't want to talk to her. So
You know how they should have did this? She should have walked out into the street and got hit by like a bus that needed major maintenance, and then she died.
But Jody,
why does everyone hate Margot so much?
Because she sucks and she's a traitor.
I don't hate Margot.
I don't hate Margot. I don't hate
I hate
Margot.
Margot.
I hate the character Margot, and I really didn't want her to come back this year.
Margot or against.
It would have been much for me. I would have been much happier in her death if she died at her piano playing her jazz. Done.
I don't like the decisions she made, but I don't hate her.
Oh, okay.
Why?
She doesn't have a job right now. Oh, she's living on the state.
This is Adam's real problem. She's living off the system.
Yeah. She's hiding in a foreign country. She's seeking asylum. She's presumed dead, but they all know she's
I would have
alive.
much rather is this episode. She's very unhappy. Clearly, she gets her little biscuits every day, and then she goes and calls the Americans. Say, "Come get me. I'm ready to turn myself in."
Yeah, send me.
That
to
would have
jail.
at least been interesting.
It's better than this, maybe. Yeah. So the next day, she doesn't take no for an
This
answer.
is the bus that should have hit her.
She gets on a bus, and she takes the long ride from Moscow to Star City. Where the Russian space program is based.
Wait, she wasn't in Star City? She was in
No.
Moscow?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So she takes a long bus ride here out there. We'll come back to her. Meanwhile, I think this is back in Louisiana. Yeah, this is Louisiana. We see Miles. He's kind of tucking his kids in just for bed. And then his wife comes in.
He's a family man, so he's going to die.
Everyone's dying in Jody's book. Good people and bad people alike. Anyway,
that's the world, Dave.
Their conversation, like, I don't know, like she's like, remember when you were on that rig for a long time and that was hard? Now you're going to be on Mars. How this is going to be so hard? But she wanted.
Why are they letting their kids have string lights all around their
That's a
bed?
mistake. I thought the same thing. I'm like, that's not.
This is. He wants them to die.
Yeah, well, it's irresponsible, really. Anyway, so they start smooching. Maybe they start spooning and going to forking. I don't know.
They definitely went to forking.
Did they knife?
Did they knife?
Scissors.
Get some scissors too.
Oh my! This is so many tools.
Scissors
involved.
are for Ellen and Pam.
We were already talking about drilling on the moon and like.
He was doing his own drilling.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's like,
Who cares?
Number 3.
Who cares? These guys, like, come on, keep going, dude.
It's still more interesting than fucking what's her name.
Anyway, back to Russia.
Hey, they got a better statue than the Johnson Space Center did.
This is a much better statue than what Gordo and Tracy got.
I wonder where that statue is now.
I don't know. It's probably in their backyard still. Anyway,
someday Amber is going to be walking in the back garden and she go into the bush a little bit. And
she'll just pull this tarp off.
This big ass statue.
Yes.
Who left this here? Oh, Jimmy left that statue here. Right. These are your grandparents, honey. Anyway,
you visit him in jail. Hey, there's that statue in the back. You want me to get rid of it or hold on to it till you come back?
Anyway, Margot goes to the Russian space facility. This is the equivalent of the Molly Cobb Space Center for the Russians. Here Margot is waiting in the lobby. And then this like administrator
I love how this guy talks to her though.
Yeah. And
great.
she wants to talk to the director. And then he just starts speaking English. She's like, oh, you speak English? He's like, yeah, I speak Italian and French. And
yeah, he's like, I speak a lot of languages. What is it to you, lady?
What's it to you? You know, she wants to help, and he's like, we basically he tells her off. He basically.
Do you think
he
Harry
gives-
Potter exists in this thing?
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Every time I see her glasses, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of the boy who lived vibe going here. Anyway,
She's covering
so-
the mark.
If Harry Potter does exist in this universe, I really hope J.K. Rowling didn't end up being a raging transphobic piece of shit. Because she
Exactly.
is in this universe.
Yeah.
Sidebar.
Anyway, sidebar.
She's basically Margot of our universe.
No.
Margot doesn't deserve that. Don't put that hate on Margot.
That's true. Yeah.
I love there's no front counter.
Alex is a total piece of shit.
Who needs a front counter? Just go to your office.
They have no front counter. There's no.
Yeah, he's
nobody-
like, we don't receive anybody.
we don't receive people here. No, everyone who comes here knows what they're coming here for.
You bring package, you take to dock yourself.
We then skip ahead 1 week later, and I guess it's like the orbital thing at Mars, where like this is like the orbital dock that they've built. We see here that Ed has come back with the ship. He's still feeling the loss of Kuznetsov and to a lesser extent Parker. We then see back on Earth, we got Kelly and her son and Alexi's mother are here, and we got basically a video message here from Ed saying, like, after Kuznetsov's death, I can't come home. I have to stay here longer. There's no way.
How did the Apple devices get worse?
I don't know.
Like the ones that we saw in season 3 were much better looking than these.
Yeah.
These are like thick and nasty.
Yeah, like these iPads, these 2003 versions.
This is 2003.
And now they're using
baby.
QuickTime,
Thick and
which is
nasty
even
was
worse.
their aesthetic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's got at least got a color screen, so that's something.
Well, the other one had a color screen too.
Not till 2010 though, right?
Huh?
Like the iPad didn't even exist until 20. When did the iPad come out?
2010.
2010.
Yeah, somewhere on there.
Yeah. Anyway, so
2009, yeah.
Alexi's mother not too happy here. She doesn't like Ed.
Ugh,
Yeah.
that interface just gives me nightmares. Anyway,
Anyway, Kelly's not happy, and he's a promise breaker. He promised he'd come back in 98, in 99, in 2001, and he didn't. So he sucks. And
why is
she's
she here?
She's here. She's here to peel onions or potatoes or whatever she's doing.
Like, is
there.
she just a maid or like?
No, she's helping look
Oh.
after her grandson.
She's
Why?
Alex's mother.
Jody, you heartless.
Kelly's
bastard.
smart. She doesn't
She's a
need
single.
help.
She's a single parent. You know.
So
It looks like she has a nice house. I will say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess she's still working at NASA, right?
Yeah, but she probably got a lot of money when Karen died. Karen had a lot of money.
Good point. Yeah, all those shares in Helios would have gone to Kelly, presumably. So anyway, she's sad about her dad. We go back to Molly Cobb Space Center. We see the new building, kind of like the old building. And here is Danielle, and she sees the memorial for the bombing is there.
What
pretty neat.
is it?
I guess this is
Probably
one
a
of like
piece of the building.
I think it's a piece of the building. Yeah.
that they've kept there.
It looks like the monolith from Planet of the Apes.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's gonna start.
2001?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry,
2001. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I messed that up. 2001.
Sorry,
just
Dave.
Space
I
Odyssey.
can't do that.
You can't do that, Dave. Anyway, but now they have all these security precautions now outside that they didn't have before, where you have to put your
Yeah, before they just had a shitty statue.
Anyway, so Molly's back. We see the Al Gore and Mr. Daniel Stern on the wall. We got Danielle goes to see Daniel Stern, and he has her boots from Mars.
Fanboy.
Fanboy, indeed.
Has
And
his own book on display.
He's on his own book on display. Did he sign it to himself?
he does have his own book.
Way to go, dude.
Do you need our signed copy? Okay.
Also,
He probably sells them out of his office.
It's not like he wrote like a book about something. It's an autobiography. It's about him.
Yeah.
Recharged. He wants Danielle to be the new commander at Happy Valley because the guy who ordered Ed and Kuznetsov to stand down, they didn't, and now he's being blamed for this. So now they need someone else to come in,
which makes perfect sense based on the track record of Ed.
Yeah. Well, I guess what he says makes sense. Where he's like, well, part of being in charge is taking the fall when stuff goes bad. You go down the ship, but Danielle has been retired for the last 7 years. She's not necessarily too keen about it. But she has a look at the boots, and she's, there's part of her that wants to go back. So she ends up telling him she'll think about it.
She's only got a little gray in that hair. She's ready.
She's Jada Pinkett Smith's playing in her movies. Come on. So anyway, we go back to Aleda's house. Aleda has a daughter now too, along with her son. We got the husband here. I forget his name, but they're back together. But you see, Aleda is very shell shocked here, not responding much. He hands her phone, Motorola, with the incoming call from NASA. But she just looks at it.
I think that's actually the Apple. That's the first iTunes phone. Nokia. Actually, was it Nokia or Motorola that did that?
It says Motorola on it. But...
Yeah, it looks a lot like that phone though. But anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's not answering. She's like, I'm going to work from home today, dear. She kind of, but she's basically not going to. Maybe she needs a new job. I don't know. So
she's going to do some day drinking.
Yeah, she's just kind of frozen there. Things are not going great. Aleda's father is also absent. I'm assuming he's passed away in between these eras. Anyway, more calls from NASA, but she ain't picking up. New phone, who dis?
So when people call from NASA, does it just say NASA for everybody, or like
it must be in our caller ID, but like for the main switchboard number is. Anyway,
yeah, maybe.
I know I'm unconscious that we're an hour and a half, so I'm trying to get through it. So,
yeah, well, I'm clearly trying to stop that. But
anyway, we get Margot waking up in Moscow, but this is the scene we saw at the end of season 3. It's just playing out here, where she's now in her silk pajamas, looking out at the landscape, and she's back in Russia. She's walking the streets of Russia. She's got her biscuit, or whatever she's doing, and then this lady at the park just starts to talk to her on the bench. They fly down from the window, these birds. Margot starts talking to her there. I don't blame them. And they're called northern bullfinches.
Obviously, in Russia, their finches are going to be called something more.
Yeah, they are bullfinches. Yeah,
they are bullfinches. They are better than your finches.
Then the woman just starts to talk in English, because who needs subtitles all the time? So we got she's do I know you? Oh, I know you. This woman, I guess, is probably KGB or something, to sign to keep it tabs here on Margot, and ultimately never looks at her, always staring straight, never looks at Margot directly.
Well, because they could be being monitored as well, right?
Yeah.
So.
And when Margot looks over, there's something here left on the bench. It's a bag of birdseed and a business card.
I was like, she left her some nugs. Sweet.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no.
Now that's like a US/Canada phone number, isn't it?
095? I don't know.
Well, like,
sure, fun facts will tell us.
I thought that European phone numbers have way more digits and that kind of thing, but
not Europe, it's Russia.
Well, the Asian phone numbers then. So, but anyway. So we'll come back to that, I guess, in the next episode. We got Danielle's walking the halls of NASA, looking at the pictures, taking a stroll down memory lane, if you will. But who does she run into? Tyler, who's he's working in the astronaut office, we're told. So they have a nice little fun.
And he got engaged, I think, too, didn't he?
He got engaged, making an honest man out of him. He got the big ring here, so he's getting hitched. Good for him. So she says, well, he's like, what are you doing here? And well, they've asked me to come back to run Happy Valley again. And he's like, it's a mess up there. They could use you. Come on, we could come back. You might be pushing 60 something, whatever you are.
You go there, ban cables. Trust me.
Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me.
Hold on for the copyright. Anyway.
Yeah. Settle down.
So but I think Tyler gives her the nudge. She maybe needs to go to say, okay, maybe I will go back and do this again and go back, get back into the service. So we then get the transition. She's back. She's there on the transport ship that's heading to Mars. She's back in the.
I like how the transport ship hasn't really changed much from the last time we saw it.
This is like a brand new ship, isn't it? Like that we haven't seen before.
I don't. It must be based on the same design because it looks pretty close to the same one.
Because it's not the Phoenix.
No, it's not the Phoenix.
It's called the Unity. Yeah, the M7 Unity.
So they must just use the similar design.
And we also see that Miles is also on board. It's kind of like you're in an airplane. He's got like this long, maybe more like a train, where you're just like on board.
But how long's that journey?
A month.
At least a month. Yeah.
Yeah, because they said they got it down to a month and a month to 2 months.
You're just rocking it out in freaking
0 G.
Oh yeah, they just hit that bitch and
0 G for a month.
When this thing hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Indeed.
88,000 miles per hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Back on Mars. This is the final shot of the episode. We got this is Ed's barracks here on Mars at Happy Valley. He's looking
Molly
at all
with the ice.
He's got the photos from all of his greatest hits. We got Molly with the ice. We got the 9 of them that lived there after Kelly left. Not Danny, he wasn't there. Kelly's graduation photo. Kelly with her son, the Mars baby, the same one that was on the cover of like Time magazine or whatever.
It's literally the same picture. Yeah.
Yeah. We got Shane. We call him back to Shane. Remember Shane?
That was a kid that got killed on the bike,
Shane.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and then Ed's smoking weed now. Remember how you would never smoke weed when Karen and Wayne would go smoke weed, but now Ed's taking in the.
This is just a life lesson to everybody. You will eventually smoke weed.
That's because he's got the medical issues.
He's got the medical issues. His bones are noodles, as we've established. So,
well, I mean, his hand was shaking. He might have Parkinson's.
Yeah, yes, you might have like Parkinson's or some kind of neurological
I'm sure,
disease. Yeah. I think this is part of the reason he doesn't want to come back to Earth because he knows he'll never come back to space if he does. It's kind of like how Molly.
And if it's something like Parkinson's, maybe it's easier to manage in space than it is to manage it on Earth,
or not.
Or gravity, it might be worse. Who knows?
It might be worse. Anyway, so Ed's smoking his joint. He's
I like hippie Ed.
Hippie Ed.
He's
chilling out here and looking out onto the Martian
He's like,
nighttime.
I wish I had a Twinkie.
As we pull back, and we are here. It's kind of cool to see the base at night. Looks kind of neat.
Yeah, very neat. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And that is the shot in screenshots. And thank you for bearing with me, everybody.
Oh, okay. So that ending.
Yes.
Dreadful. It could have it just ended.
He's smoking the joint.
What would you expect to happen?
Something.
Well, I mean, something is rather, I don't know, broad. Like maybe if you had some ideas as to what it could have been.
Rich, it is the premiere of season 4.
No, I understand.
Hold on. End on something that makes me want to watch episode 2. Because right now, the only reason I'm going to watch it is because of you guys. I am so unmotivated right now. This episode just ended, and it needs more.
I'm not going to disagree with that. I think Adam's got.
But what do you need to happen though?
Well,
just something to tie you in, some
like
sort of
North
cliffhanger.
Korean run through the base naked, just like, oh no.
Well, maybe the last shot is the nice tranquil thing, and then we see an asteroid or something hit.
Something
like 1/3 G.
He wants more people to die.
No, I don't.
Yes,
he just wants Margot to die.
I want Margot to die next. Margot's
I'm actually trying to create something in my mind here as you're all chatting, but I have nothing interesting. But more than Ed smoking a joint, like I'm sorry, I'm not. Rich, I don't find this episode compelling enough to watch the episode number 2.
Well, we have to. It's part of the podcast.
But it's a series arc, right? Like it's not like
they're not full.
I don't think you're alone, Adam, saying that at the end of this episode, I think a lot of people, I did the first time I watched it, I kind of went, what's going on this show now?
You know what? It comes back to the whole thing that we're supposed to binge watch this, not watch it 1 episode a week.
And actually, that brings up a great point, because does the binge watching type the way that they write these things for binge watching, does it make more sense to have that, or does it just screw it up even more? Like,
I don't know if I fully agree with that, because they didn't release this like all at once. They did release this weekly when
They
it was
usually
still a
release the
weekly
first
show.
few episodes.
Yeah, but it's also a streaming show that you have no problem just waiting for the 8 episodes or 10 episodes or whatever it is, and then just watch it all at once. I do that with a lot of stuff.
Any trivia or fun facts, Adam?
Fun facts.
Sexy
fun facts with Adam.
There's no sexiness here tonight. I did want to talk about, but I did want to talk. I lost it here. Hold on. I wanted to talk about the first of all, area code 095 is in Burma, Myanmar. Yep, that's where it is.
Myanmar. Oh.
And what else we got here? Oh, what does Glasnost mean?
Yeah,
That's opening
that
to the west.
It
More
means,
transparency. More transparency.
Yeah. So the practice of more consultative government, wider dissemination of information, which really was, I mean, it's always been a name in Russian history, but Mikhail Gorbachev really, embraced it.
It was his policy platform.
Well, along with perestroika, which was transformation, right?
Yeah.
Transformation of government. So, he was immensely popular, not just in Russia, but in North America at the time as well, because he was the first guy to embrace change. And, remember, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down these walls.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well,
and then
I
Dave, there's nothing like a typical, there's not a lot of trivia. Oh,
Okay.
And Daniel Stern's Eli character is based off of Leo Iacocca. That was clear.
Right.
But I did
Well,
want to call out. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to, I said it a little bit during the review, but like the main cast has shifted quite a bit. Where we have like Jody Balfour, who plays Ellen Wilson. She's not main cast anymore. She's
Push aside.
She's more a recurring role now. We now, of course, have Daniel Stern as part of the cast. We have Svetlana Efrenoza as Irina. Who's Irina? Oh, the Russian lady. She didn't show up, I don't think, in this.
No, she was the lady on the bench.
She was the one.
Oh, she's the one on the bench. She's the one on the bench. So she's main cast now. We have Tyner Rushing playing Samantha Massey, who's also main cast now. And
that was the astronaut, right? The girl.
Yeah, that was the other girl.
Yeah, the woman astronaut working for Helios, who didn't want Parker to go out there. So she's the main character now of the show.
Oh, good.
And Dev is still main cast, but he didn't appear in this episode.
We need more women on this cast, I think.
Is Dev really in this show anymore? Or is he done?
Yeah, he is.
He
is a much larger part.
Well, now he owns a robot thing, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna have robots killing people now. Can't wait for that.
Yay, robots!
And the first one's gonna be called, like, its nickname is gonna be Cable. It'll be really funny.
Well, of the 10 main cast members, Jody, 6 are women.
Are they really? Oh, there is more women. Okay,
so
You just hate them all.
no, I don't.
You want them to die.
Give me a break.
just in the show.
He has one of those believe all women shirts that he just crossed out believe with hate.
I don't hate women. How dare you?
So you don't hate women, but you do hate a lot of the characters on this show.
Okay, what are the women of this show? Daniel,
Marco, Karen,
Tracy.
Tracy sucked.
Right? Yeah.
Had nothing to do with them being women. They just sucked.
Well, remember how you didn't like Gordo and then you liked him?
Yeah, well, that's because he redeemed himself.
Well, Tracy
never did.
Tracy saved the world.
Oh yeah, duct tape is not redemption enough. What more do you want from her, Jody?
It's not enough.
You gotta put on a beer gut and then work out. That's redemption.
Go run it. That has to happen.
Go sit in your closet.
All right. Yeah. Well, with that all said, let's go to our ratings and put it on.
No. Wait, one more thing.
Just settle down. There's still some sexiness to be had.
No, there's not. I just wanted to recognize 2 things. First of all, November 10th, 50 years ago today, the Edmund Fitzgerald sunk. 29 people lost their lives, which has become a big role in Canadian culture over the years because of
the Gales of November came early.
That's right. And then finally, as tomorrow is Remembrance Day, just wanted to thank all the members of the services out there who've
Absolutely
done their things for us, and done their things. Pardon me. Served the country, protected our freedom. 118,000 Canadians have been killed since, in defense of this country. So, and countless more injured. But thank you all for your services. And as I'm here in Ottawa on my first Remembrance Day, we're in Ottawa. I'm astounded by the amount of patriotism and recognition that's out there. I think the whole downtown is lit up right now. It's amazing to see the Parliament lit up, the Cenotaphs lit up, and it's really cool. So
cool. Well said. Thank you for your service, all living and not. All right. Am I okay now, Adam?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. All right. We're rating this episode, everyone. Let's bring it in and put down our scores. All right. Let's throw this in. Okay. I'll
you don't want to start with me.
No, I don't. Adam, I want to start with Adam.
Oh, I'm going to give this a 7.
It's much better than I thought you'd give it. Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm going to look, you guys. I'm very critical of this show, and it did disappoint me at the end. I got to say, hey, you know what, Rich? I've got an ending for you.
Okay.
Tell me what happened to Danny. Tell me what happened to Danny. That would have been a good way.
I think they're saving that.
Okay. Well, we could have put it here.
Do you want to know what happened to Jimmy?
No.
Okay. No. I'll give this a 7.5 myself. Like, I thought it was okay, but like
You're
compared to some
it
of the
in the
other
wrong spot.
Oh, you're right. I put it in the wrong spot. Thank you. I thought it was good, but like, yeah, I share some of your feelings where I would have liked a little bit more excitement for the first episode, but like when I just think about the other premieres we had in season 1, season 2, and season 3, this comparatively was a little bit less exciting, but I still enjoyed it, and I thought the whole thing with Kuznetsov was well done. So we'll have to catch up with Kevin.
I'm going to ask Kevin right now what his is.
All right, Heather, we'll move to you.
I don't know, like a 7, I guess.
Okay, and Rich, this is your first rating.
I'd say 7.5 is probably about right.
10. Okay. And Jeff?
A 6.
All right. Okay. And
Dave, in your rating, you've got 2 periods.
Yeah, you got 2
so
periods.
it might not calculate properly.
Damn it. All right. Thank you. Okay. And now we're going back to Jody.
All right. There's only one clear winner here, and that is Jeffrey, because Jeffrey knows that this is worth only a 6 at best, and I agree with him completely.
I'm going to go down now. I was being way too generous.
You know what? I don't know why we do Adam that early, because he always changes it.
The way you guys were talking in this episode, you were going to be like 8s and 9s and 10s.
We were just trying to talk.
I wasn't talking 8s or 9s.
We're like, it's not like the best episode of the show, but it's hardly the worst.
It's not the most crappy.
How do you identify this as the singular whole or as multiple things? Like, do you look at just the writing, or do you look at?
I look at everything.
Look at everything.
I think it's really just your enjoyment of the episode.
But story and enjoyment, I think, are my 2 main ones.
Rich, Adam was so mad last season, he gave an episode a 0.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous, don't you think, to go 0?
No, he had no enjoyment.
No enjoyment, nothing redeemable.
He had negative enjoyment, so he wanted to actually take a points, but he did. Well, anyway, this has a 7.7 on IMDb, so some people like it.
Oh, there is a whole lot of people that are wrong in this world, Dave, and I learned today.
Did Kevin get back to you?
It says he's typing. I don't know if that means he's
all right.
actually
Well, we can always
or
plug it in after. Okay, so
I'm guessing he was probably a 3.
Yeah,
I doubt he liked this, but anyway.
Yeah. So this is it's one of the lower rated episodes. So overall, like,
I think Bring It Down still wins, though.
Oh,
Bring It Down is the worst episode.
Sucking.
Yeah. So anyway, so that is a review of the first episode of season 4, Glasnost. Anyway, and we are looking ahead to episode 2, which hopefully is going to be better. It's called Have a Nice Sol. And the Bobs are back together.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob. You know, the surviving Bobs, at least. So what can go wrong here? You know, when you get Danny and Danielle and Ed back together, like they've never had issues, so it should go great.
Should be fine.
She'll be fine.
Yeah.
So look out for that. Also, just want to plug our other shows here on Live Long and Podcast. Every week we review an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation, and tomorrow night we are going to be reviewing season 3, episode 9. It's called The Vengeance Factor. It's one where this woman. Yeah, I just found out that this guest star then went on to later be on the show MILF Manor. Who, if you haven't heard,
I don't know what that is.
It's a reality show.
Is that a real show?
Yes, where basically all the MILFs come with their sons.
No, I understand it because they made a spoof of that called MILF Island on 30 Rock. And if you're telling me that's a real show now.
That's a real thing. And this woman
did it before that,
who plays the guest star in this episode, she's like on that show.
Is she one of the MILFs?
Yes.
Is she a tender, caring MILF? And
her son's one of the MILF.
I've never heard
That's what I'm looking for.
Descriptor.
A tender, caring MILF.
Yeah. So now I have to watch MILF Manor.
Anyway, can we wrap this up? Because I got to go watch MILF Manor.
Yes, we are done. So thanks for being with us. Survivor, we plug Survivor, we'll be on Wednesday to cover the next episode of Survivor. Look out for that. And Rich, you want to plug anything?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Well, thanks for being with us, everyone. We're wrapping it up. We'll hopefully catch up with Kevin next time. And thanks for everyone for being on tonight.
Kevin's going to hate it. I think he's going to give it a 5.
I think he's going to love it.
I think it's going to be a 3.
Be a 10. All right. Well, thanks for being with us, everyone. You have a great night, and we will see you next time here on Live Long and Podcast. Thanks to Rich and everyone else for being on. Good night.
Beam up some Star Trek content with Live Long and Podcast. A roundtable movie discussion with Hey, did you see this one? And take a peek into the darkness with Heard Noise, Must Investigate with Michael Chan. Watch us duke it out on trivial debates. And let's chat about TV with the Super Mater Brothers. It's all here on the United Federation of Podcasts.